The countries listed below have the longest total coastlines in the world, and these hold great cultural, military, and economic importance for each of them. 10. China. China has the 10th longest coastline in the world. It is 14,500 kilometers long. The country has coasts on the South China Sea, East China Sea, and the Yellow Sea. The coastline stretches from the Gulf of Tonkin to the Bohai Gulf in the south to north direction. The southern part of the country's coastline is more irregular than the northern part. The latter is mostly low-lying, but in certain parts, mountains and hills start from the coast. The southern part is dotted with river deltas, mountains and hills, and rocky areas. 9. New Zealand. New Zealand ranks 9th on this list of countries with the longest coastlines. It has a 15,134 kilometers long coastline along the Pacific Ocean and the Tasman Sea. The country's coastline is quite varied, ranging from sandy beaches to magnificent fjords, rugged headlands, and precipitous cliffs. The coastal area is also home to a diverse range of flora and fauna that are often protected within reserves established in and around the coastal zone. 8. United States. The United States of America is one of the largest countries of the world, and is composed of 50 states, 5 are major territories, and several minor territories. The country has a total coastline of around 19,924 kilometers, and 23 states of the country have a coastline to call their own. The country shares its coastline with the Atlantic Ocean on the east, the Pacific Ocean on the west, the Arctic Ocean to the north of Alaska, and the Gulf of Mexico towards the southwest. 7. Australia. Australia, an island nation in Oceania, has a coastline that totals 25,760 kilometers long. The country shares its coastline with the Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Southern Oceans. A major section of the Australian population is based along the coastlines of the country. The coastal landscape here is quite varied, inclusive of picturesque sandy beaches, mangrove swamps, and rocky cliffs across different sections of the country's coast. 6. Japan. Japan, a heavily populated and technologically advanced island nation off the coast of East Asia, lies to the east of the Sea of Japan, between the Sea of Okhotsk in the north and East China Sea in the south. The country has a 29,751 kilometers long coastline forming the boundaries of its 6,852 islands. Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, and Kyushu are the largest, and most economically significant, islands of the nation. 5. Philippines. An island country located in the western Pacific Ocean off the coast of Southeast Asia, the Philippines, with its 7,641 islands, has a coastline of 36,289 kilometers. The coastline of this country is highly irregular, being indented with countless islets, bays, and gulfs. The coastal areas of the country are the most densely inhabited, and roughly 60% of the population of the country, and most of its large cities, are found based along the coastlines of the country. 4. Russia. Russia, a sovereign state in northern Eurasia, has an extensive coastline that is 37,653 kilometers long. The coastline of Russia is shared with the Pacific Ocean to the east, the Atlantic Ocean to the west, the Arctic Ocean to the north, and the Baltic Sea, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, and Sea of Azov to the southwest. A large proportion of the population of the country is settled along the coastline, with a number of major Russian cities, including St. Petersburg, Vladivostok, Yalta, Magadan, Kaliningrad, Baltisk, and others, located along the shores of the country. 3. Norway. The Kingdom of Norway, mostly located in the western part of the Scandinavian peninsula and inclusive of the Jan Mayen Island and the Svalbard archipelago in the Arctic Ocean, has a total coastline of 58,133 kilometers. The mainland of the country faces the North Atlantic Ocean towards the east, and the Barents Sea towards the north. The coastline of Norway is highly irregular, and ruggedly indented with numerous fjords and islands all along its coast. 2. Indonesia. Though not in the top 10 countries in terms of total land area, the large number of islands in Indonesia qualify it to rank as the third among the countries in the world with the longest coastlines. The coastline of the country is approximately 99,083 kilometers long, and the areas along the Indonesian coasts exhibit varying patterns of landscapes, influenced by natural factors and human intervention alike. 1. Canada. Canada, the second largest country in the world by total area, is comprised of 10 provinces and 3 territories. Canada also has the longest total coastline among all of the countries of the world. The country's 202,080 kilometers long coastline fronts on the Pacific Ocean to the west, the Atlantic Ocean to the east, and the Arctic Ocean to the north. Most of the Canadian provinces and territories, with the exception of Alberta and Saskatchewan, have their own respective coastlines. Thanks for watching the video. Do like, share and comment the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you like similar kinds of videos.